Leticia James. Leticia, Tish, James is the 67th Attorney General for the state of New York. With decades of experience and a long record of achievements, she is a powerful, effective attorney and lifelong public servant. When she was elected in 2018, she became the first woman of color to hold statewide office in New York and the first woman to be elected Attorney General. In her first term, Attorney General James focused on protecting vulnerable New York residents and ensuring that individuals or companies that broke state laws were held accountable. She secured more than $7.5 billion for New York from those who broke state laws and took advantage of New Yorkers, including more than $2.5 billion from opioid manufacturers and distributors for their roles in the opioid epidemic. Under her leadership, the Office of the New York State Attorney General helped remove more than 4,000 guns from New York communities, took down dozens of dangerous drug and gun trafficking rings throughout the state, and took legal action to stop the proliferation of ghost guns. Attorney General James took on predatory landlords who harassed tenants and endangered children by violating New York's lead paint laws. She protected New Yorkers' health and the state's natural resources by going after polluters and companies that flouted environmental protection laws. Attorney General James stood up for vulnerable populations by going all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court to stop a question about citizenship from being added to the census and successfully protecting DACA. She has been a national leader in the fight to defend access to reproductive health care, leading dozens of legal actions across the country to protect and expand access to this life-saving care. Attorney General James also stood up against corruption and took strong action against officials who broke New York laws or workplace protection measure, regardless of their status or political affiliation. Before serving as Attorney General, Leticia James was the public advocate for the city of New York. When she was elected in 2013, she became the first woman of color to hold citywide office. During her tenure as public advocate, her office passed more legislation than all previous public advocates combined, including a groundbreaking law that banned questions about salary history from the employment process to address the pervasive gender wage gap. Prior to serving as public advocate, Leticia James represented the 35th Council District in Brooklyn in the New York City Council for 10 years. As a council member, she passed the Safe Housing Act, legislation that forced landlords to improve living conditions for tenants in New York City's worst buildings. Before her election to the City Council, Leticia James was head of the Brooklyn Regional Office of the New York State Attorney General's Office. Leticia James began her career as a public defender at the Legal Aid Society. A proud Brooklynite, she is a graduate of Lehman College and Howard University School of Law.
As you come on to the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. And don't forget to put on the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop the next video. Thank you.
As head of the Department of Law, the Attorney General is both the people's lawyer and the state's chief legal officer. The Attorney General serves as the guardian of the legal rights of the people of New York, its organizations, and its natural resources. As the state's chief legal counsel, the Attorney General advises the executive branch of state government and defends actions and proceedings on behalf of the state. The Attorney General serves the public interest of all New Yorkers in matters affecting their daily lives, enforcing laws to protect consumers, tenants, patients, workers, investors, and charitable donors. The office coordinates statewide civil and criminal investigations, promoting economic and social justice, encouraging harm-reducing public health strategies, and preserving the state's environment. While the Attorney General acts independently of the governor or a state agency may request the Attorney General to undertake specific criminal investigations and prosecutions. The Attorney General's authority also includes the activities and investigations of the Organized Crime Task Force and Medicaid Fraud Control Unit. The office employs over 1,700 staff, including investigators, analysts, scientists, forensic accountants, legal assistants and support staff, and over 700 assistant attorneys general, serving in over 24 locations across New York State.
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you for watching.